what was an outstanding game against the Bunnies. But before we do, kia ora, Damien, kia ora, Tons. How you fellas?
Kia ora. Doing good, bro.
Yes, good, thank you.
Yeah, let's rip into it, eh? So, Saturday night's game. Man, I was confident of a win, even when the Bunnies were coming back, because obviously they're not going to roll over, but just the way that the boys just meticulously were just picking them apart. And like Dallon's injury. He'd done that when he made that first break and Cody Walker ankle tapped him, and he carried on. He carried on playing.
What a boss, eh? Like, I think the bro Jazzy shared it was on the ZB talkback, I think, where you would have heard about Dell's. I think you posted it anyway as well, Damien, about his broken collarbone and how they try to get him off, and then he saw the play coming his way, so he runs back on the field and scored and breaks it. But kia ora, Jazz. Hey, Dub and Zach, bruv. But yeah, shout out to him, man. What a soldier, eh? Like, what a soldier.
Putting his body on the line.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he does it every week, though, right? I mean, I said to my sons, I was like, fuck, this guy's recovery must be intense, because just the way he throws himself at traffic, like, it's just constant. But when after that first trip, when he got ankle tapped by Cody Walker, there's a clip, I think it's in the second half, or maybe it was after that, where he took a run and he turned in the tackle. I mean, he never does that. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, something's up here, because he just runs, full tip defense. But when I seen him turn in there, I was like, oh, something's going on. But very nice, man. And
even the way he scored that try, like usually in his right hand, diving outwards, but trying to get it into his left, and it was just like, oh wow, this isn't good.
Apparently, his first time ever scoring a try off that hand.
Wow. Yeah, but was it a try, bro? Because I thought he bounced
I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon.
I saw the thumb still on it. I was like, that's a try. But call me biased, but I reckon it was a try. Zach Bruv, is that Dell for the season? According to Webby on and Jazzy, you shared it as well. Newsy, is it? Anyway, the news radio thing. Webby thinks he'll be sweet and that he'll be back for finals. So.
Yep, because they're giving him surgery, so they'll quicken up the process of healing. So fingers crossed.
So does that mean he's just gonna needle up for the finals?
I reckon we'll see him out for 4 weeks. So I reckon he'll come. Oh yeah, I don't know. 2 weeks is a bit short, right? Like, because after the last game of the season, our round with Manly, there's no break in between there, is there? It's
straight into
finals.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 weeks, fractured collarbone.
If we finish top 2 and win that first game, we get the following weekend off, right?
Yeah. So potentially we could get 2 finals, 2 home finals. And
that's right.
Like, wow.
That's right.
Prior to the grand final. So shout out to the Tigers. I watched a bit of that Roosters game. Not that I do, but man, the Roosters just look flat. They looked uninterested. It was almost like they were playing like, oh, we've got this in the bag kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the Tigers just wouldn't go away. So good on them. Good on them.
My son, I was in a group chat with my sons, and we were watching the game from our own houses, and fuck, we were just laughing. We were like, how? But anyway, I mean, kudos to the Tigers. They got the, awesome field goal, and I mean, it worked out perfectly for us anyway.
Just Zach's cushion. So does that mean Pomps on the wing, at the wing? Yeah,
I can hope not. Hope not. Yeah. Surely there's a cup boy that can jump up, man. Surely.
But do you think? I mean, I think Luke Lowletti's. Sorry, I just got tongue twisted pronouncing his name. But do you think? I think he's played 14 or 17 first grade games. Do you think it's wise to bring him in at this point of the season where you've got desperate teams like the Knights? Obviously, they want to win to get in. I think they are in the top 8 anyway. I think they're at wherever they are. Manly, I think they're out now of the finals, but do you think it's safe to bring in someone like Luke, because he could potentially, if they bring him in, could potentially mean that he'll be playing finals until Dal gets back? Or would you rather have Pompey there? One, he's got more experience as well.
Well, who else is there to choose from? Outside of
Mellors, but I mean, if you want to go that deep.
So how much of a liability was Pompey against the Rabbitohs? And it wasn't until, luckily, Webby was onto it enough to switch the position of where Licker was at to bring him over to right centre to tighten up that defence. If that doesn't happen, fuck, we might have lost that game. They were leaking like anything.
I'm just trying to be kind and support, like, because I was pissed off on Saturday. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know we were in the chat and I was like, nah, if that's. But then I went on socials and, there's some staunch supporters saying, how good he is. And it was like the fans are really divided on it, right? So anyway, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go on the NRL website and I'm going to check some stats for this game. And so I took him and Licker's stats from this game, right? So Adam Pompey, 1 try assist, 12 runs, 119 metres, 40 post-contact metres, 2 tackle breaks, 2 line break assists, 14 tackles, and 2 missed tackles. Okay, which I thought was pretty, if we're looking at it, I thought it was pretty good. Then Licker, 1 try, 9 runs, 77 run meters, 27 post-contact meters, 1 tackle break, 25 tackles, missed 2 tackles. So if we're looking at it from a statistic point of view, then, Pomps had a real decent game. But I do know what you mean, because I watched the replay and there was just, I don't know, I don't want to call them poor or lazy, but I mean, in his defence, he hasn't played much first grade this year. I think he's played 14 games of first grade. I mean, I don't think it was his best game by far. But I'm just trying.
And in saying that, you'd think that because he's been out for a wee while, he would have been fired up to get back out on the paddock, and it was just like, it almost looked like, and I don't want to be dogging on the breather, but he's real cruisy, and it was just like he was just kind of like going through the motions. He's just lucky that he's in a team that's fucking killing it at the moment.
Well, yeah. But you heard Webby in the press conference, right? Like, he wasn't happy about it. He got asked about it from the journal. Do you think the edge defense got better? And he was like, no. That's why I done the second shuffle, right, and put Licker over there and moved Eddie onto the left side.
Yeah, Uncle's big on defense. It's
huge.
One of the number one priorities, if not number one.
Even at halftime, when they came back on, and how the commentators say, "Oh, what did you find out at halftime?" And even she said, "We reckoned, I want the edge defense to tighten up because obviously, like that is it the right edge?" Anyway, AJ's side, they're deadly, man. And 9 times out of 10, if Cody's going to go out that way, they're going to score a try. So, yeah, I mean.
Liability. That's my word. It's a liability on defence.
Well, and it's hard to argue with that. It's kind of like, you going by what you saw in the weekend in his games prior to being dropped. It's kind of like Webby has to play him. First and foremost, and I think it was Jacko mentioned, Webby's a loyalist. Webby's going to stick with those guys that he's most comfortable with. Adam's one of them.
Do you reckon, though? Because I think he's made some big calls this year, Webby. I mean, even Tane got a starting spot over CNK, and that's a huge call in itself. We've seen Licker. I know he got injured, but we've even said when Licker was right, like he brought him off the bench, but he because Laban's just playing too well. But he knew he had to find a spot for him because of how dynamic he is. So he put him at centre, which has worked wonderfully. But I mean, I get it. I just, I'm like, man, I don't want to be like I was in 2022 and F this guy and I'm trying to find a balance or play devil's advocate, if you will. But yeah, it's a hard call, and it'll be interesting to see how Webby sees it.
Yep. So going back to what you were saying, Tans, I think Webby is still a loyalist. He's not as stubborn as what he was a few seasons ago. Like it wouldn't take it would take the world for Webby to make a selection change a couple of seasons ago. So he has changed in that regard. However, he is still very loyal to players that he has picked many times, and will give opportunities to those players many times over. I question Pompey's confidence. I feel like it's rock bottom. In which case, it's not great for him to be out there. It's just going to get even worse. I think he needs to be going back to Cup, get their confidence back up before we see him playing first grade. I don't watch a lot of Cup, but I'm sure that we've got some young some young wingers, I should say, that will be chomping at the bit to get that opportunity. And when you get that young, youthful excitement, then and a team that's playing well, then it can be a really good thing.
Just want to jump on Jez's comment. No hate. Pompey missed 3 tackles in the same play. That's what Ricky said as well, bro. If it was there, but sure. But very slow to react. New bubs could be affecting the bros' sleep or something. Yeah, that's true, my bro.
I mean, I remember Jazzy Tavanga, I think he was on the Play On podcast with Shawnee, and he said, like you can train your heart out, right? Like you can be awesome at training and tick all the boxes, but game day is very different from, training. Cool. He was a bit slow, I'm not going to lie. Like, and there's that tackle, I think it was Talis Duncan's try, where he jammed in and he went to tackle Dufty, fell off that tackle. So then, and Dufty offloaded it to Cody Walker. So then Adam shifted from, fell off that tackle, went to tackle Cody Walker, fell off that tackle, and then went in to try and tackle Talis Duncan, and kind of at the end there fell off that. So, I mean, just effort, I think it is. Just effort and intent. Like it wasn't there like it was for the rest of our boys, right?
Just Jacko's comment as well. I don't get how no team seems able to shut down the Bunnies' left edge. It is strange. I think, to be fair, bro, it's Alex Johnson. The way that when the Bunnies set up that edge, Johnson's timing is just perfect. And the guy's a legend. He knows he's an ace finisher. You put the ball where you want it to go, and he's going to be there, kind of thing. Because a couple of his tries did look soft. It was just like, wow, okay.
They were soft, but the thing is that they've been doing it for years, the Bunnies, right? I remember when me and Nick, when I went, this is in 2024, was it? Or pissing down with rain, Mount Smart Stadium, and I could see it from a mile away. That's where they were going. Like, I was screaming out, they're going to Alex, they're going to. Sure enough, Cody Walker just sweeps around, offload, and that's his favourite play, right? I mean, and so to Jacko, to your point, I was thinking about the exact same thing today, thinking, how the fuck do teams still fall for it? And I suppose it's just, 9 times out of 10, if Cody's going to hit AJ, he's going to score a try.
You see that try that Whiten scored, and as soon as he scored, he kind of gave Licker an accidental hug. He thought he was one of the Bunnies players. Fuck, that was funny. Like, shot, bro. I was like, oh. Wrong player. That cracked me up.
And I want to talk about one player, Eddie. Like, bro. Like we've like last year we were giving Licker his flowers, Demi, even this year, Laban. But this guy's played 15 games, man, of first grade. And I'm just like, in the past 3 weeks, he's just blowing me away. I'm just like, bro, like, Yeah, he's just a machine, man. And it's, 15 games of first grade. You imagine another preseason, another season of first grade, what he can become. I mean, I've likened Laban to Ali Katoa, and mate, then I look at this kid and I'm like, far out, man.
Freak.
Yeah.
Great player.
just the time I think that, like, I sit there and think, what do they do at training? What conversations do they have, when they do their review? Like, yeah, man, because they're just so connected as a group, right? Like, this is the best squad, best Warriors squad I've seen. And I think this is James Fisher-Harris's best, he's won 4 premierships at the Panthers, but this year he's just taken his game to a whole new level.
Yep, his game, but also his leadership as well, though.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think that's where this new I don't know, like phase or whatever you want to call it, rise in his game has come from, is because he is a leader, Damien. And I think, we be giving him that, that platform. He's just elite. I think easily the best forward if we look at how other teams are going, yeah, man, Fisham, he has to be up there.
Yeah, not only for his game, but also the culture that he's brought to the team as well,
Yeah, bro.
Huge.
Yeah. Like, you can't replicate and you can't learn leadership. It's not something you learn. It comes with, understanding, patience, and I think being back, in Aotearoa, with whānau around, I know he's taking reo classes, apparently. I think I heard that somewhere. So just that connection with whakapapa, connection with, culture has just been a huge motivator for him. But yeah, far out, man. Like, so much to, like, it's just really, really exciting times.
I was going to say too, so like, in regards to, because, our forward pack are pretty much dominating, and they have for the last 3-4 weeks. They're all of them have gone up again. I was thinking about, like, I just wanted to dig into the whole, look, our forward pack's not one of the biggest packs. We're actually one of the smaller ones. So I was checking out the forward pack ratings from just through the season. Funnily enough, on the zero tackle site, at the beginning of the season, the Warriors were kind of like predicted as the best forward pack way back in March. It's kind of cracked me up. But first, second, third, and fourth was like us, the Raiders, the Sharks, and the Broncos. So that was at the beginning of the season. 2 weeks out from playoffs, and I'm not sure if we've dipped off or whether we've dipped off and come back, but we're first. Panthers are second, Roosters are third, and the Dolphins are fourth. But looking at our pack, when we stack up, it's kind of like for me, we're not the biggest pack, but we're definitely one of the fitter ones. And it's, we're not only running the hard yards, but the art of deception from the likes of Aaron, Dimitrik. Laban's a jumper. He gets into those high positions for catching. Wade with deception at dummy half. When we've got a forward pack, not only run the hard yards, but are really good at putting others through gaps and shit. It's kind of like, I think what we lack in size, we more than make up for with. It's like Webby's gone and figured out what our strengths are and what's going to work for us as a team. And as long as the boys stick to it, which they have, except for the Doggies game, but to be the flip side, the Dogs and the Sharks figured out an attacking play that could shut us down. And that's probably the two main concerns for me rolling into the playoffs. Obviously injuries, any more injuries, whether they be major or minor. And just if we get dominated in the forwards again, how do we bounce back from there? Because the Dogs and the Sharks showed other teams how they can shut the Warriors down. But besides that, I think our forward pack is just, and because of the way that they've been performing, that takes pressure off Chanel and Hansen, creates time and space for them as halves to either play eyes up footy or just kick it deep, trap them in their 10, their 20, and just grind them down. But I was just, because there are definitely bigger packs out there than us. We just, whatever their game plan is that Webby's got the boys to buy into, they're sticking to it like it's a Bible. You know, like it's the gospel, and they're just not drifting away from it.
Yep. Well, sorry, Chance. I'm just following on with what you've just saying, Rio. I think it's also really important to acknowledge what our bench is bringing too, especially in those forwards. When you look at Demi, you look at Eddie, you look at the other one. Fucking lost some track of thought. But Tanner Smith, there we go. What they bring, we don't lose much when our starting forwards go to the bench and our replacement players go on. You know, we must have one of the best bench systems in the NRL, in my opinion.
Oh, I reckon our bench and our depth is our superpower, without a doubt. And I think we've got the best bench and depth. And it's, I mean, everybody knows that. It doesn't matter. Like all the journos, that's all they're talking about at the moment is Warriors. And I mean, there's a clip there after Tane takes that penalty and makes it 26-8, right? And the camera pans to the bench. You've got Barney, Clark, and Fish all on the bench at the same time. I mean, I don't know if there's another club that can take their whole starting front row off and chuck in, you know, players that haven't even played 50 first grade games and the momentum doesn't even shift. There's no dip in performance. And there's no other club that can say that. And that's not a biased point of view either. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, fellas, I was just going to jump in just with Mel's. Kia ora, gang. Sorry I haven't been on lately. I lost my dad 7 weeks ago, so just adjusting at the moment. But how good are our boys going? Super proud. Oh, Mel's. Hey, big love to you, bro.
Condolences.
Yeah, you know, so whatever, hopefully things are starting to come right, you know, and life without loved ones moving on and all the rest of it. And
nice.
I guess with the boys playing the way that they are, hopefully that's kind of brought a bit of light too. Love and light, bro.
Yeah, love and light, and it's so nice to see you in the comments. By the way, I haven't seen you, but it is really nice to see your name there. Awesome. Glad you could join us, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Man. So like always, we just talking shit about the Warriors. No.
And Tane, mate, Tane, like his, not only was his goal kicking, well, it was huge. I mean, I think I saw a post that the last time we scored 8 from 8 was in 2019. I could be wrong, but I mean, and that there causes another headache, because what do you do when CNK comes back from his suspension? Do you then play CNK on the wing? And, and look, I think I was just watching the Tigers game that we played round 19, and CNK was on the wing then. I think I mean, I know I look at the Sharks game at the beginning of the season, or earlier in the season, and it was pretty bad, but I mean, I just think his work is just really underrated. Like, but I mean, if you're kicking 8 conversions, you know, 8 from 8, you know, that's 16 points.
Some of those kicks were really difficult too. They weren't easy kicks. So
and you think those kicks are what got us, you know, what pretty much got us on into first place. So, another huge, Ford. I mean, god damn, who drops out off the bench if Ford comes back? Do we carry just a forward bench?
No, definitely not.
That's a great question.
Yeah, who drops? It's hard to fathom that whole league. Like, we got Timaire Martin, still to come back. Jackson Ford, C&K, like, it's incredible to think we're top of the table and,
given the adversity we've had to go through.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Even losing Tanner Boyd so early in the season. You take any teams starting halfback out, ACL, they're going to struggle. We haven't struggled. It's amazing.
Yeah. And again, it reflects what just that mindset in regards to what Webby's done with the boys. So because every team has that, there's a lot of reliance on your halfback and your standoff. When you think about the likes of Joey Johns, Cooper Cronk, Jonathan Thurston, they were guns and they played behind really, really strong packs. It's almost like Webby's flipped it on its head. Still really important positions, but if we don't get that platform laid, which every team knows anyway, that's fundamental. But it's like it's taken so much pressure off our halves, even the back five, even the spine. The way that Webby's got the boys just ticking over nicely, just getting all those micro fucking assignments done on the job while they're playing. It's just like, man, this guy, he's a fucking genius. Yeah. That's just my thinking.
No, I mean, you see it all across the park, right? I mean, and we even touched on this last week. It's just like, man, we've got players that have been from their previous clubs that have just been you can go, and then I'm like, bro, like, far out, man. It's crazy. But I mean, as a fan, it's beautiful to watch every week.
Yep. Yeah. How good is it?
But that's what I mean.
Sorry, how good is it that Webby has extended?
Oh, fantastic!
He's got to be the main candidate for Coach of the Year, right?
I think he'll get it again. Yeah. He's got to. If we get as far as we do, if we make it to the GF, I definitely think so. Like, and how long has it been, guys, since we've had? I mean, he's been with us since what? Started 2023, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was the first season. Right. One Coach of the Year then.
Right. Yep.
So this is his fourth season, and we've been pretty successful. We haven't won a grand final, but we have been in the top. We've played finals for 3 of those seasons. So that's a huge, that's a huge step. But to finally have a coach that is signed on, that is committed to the club long term, is something that, as Warriors fans, we haven't seen in forever.
Yep, since Ivan was here.
Yeah, since Ivan, and he was here for 6 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, man, like, it's just, it's like the universe is just, everything is aligning.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I guess my headspace is going by what we've seen over the last month, and sporadically through the season, and the boys have been saying it all season as well. We're good enough to win this kind of thing. Especially Aaron Clark. He's been preaching it, all season. But like these last 2 games, and again, I don't want to be getting ahead of myself, but it just feels like, no, the boys, now that we're first, they're going to cement it winning these last 2 games. That's just where my head and my hearts are at. It's just like the boys are making statements that we're the team to chase. We want to win. We want to win the GF. And we'll take on whoever, but we want to be there, kind of thing. Obviously, all the teams are thinking that way, but the Warriors are actually showing.
Yeah, we don't.
The way we play, the way they get on with it, it's just like. Man.
I think we just even years ago, I was just thinking, what is even years ago, and I'm talking about 20 years ago, I used to think, fuck, we've got such a gun team. What is holding us back? Like, why are we not, why are we, because there was so many consistent years where we weren't performing well, and it was really frustrating because it's like on paper, I was like, far on paper, man, we've got a gun team and a huge forward pack. But like I said, I don't know what they do at training. I'd love to be a fly on the wall. I'd love for Webby to write a book so I could be like, what is it that goes on inside those four walls? Because whatever is going on is working to a T, Yeah.
It's taken 4 seasons, but Webby's, and he'd done an extra long apprenticeship, to get to the head job. But he's obviously picked up nuggets of gold all the way through. And I just love that he's about, 1, the players, but 2, their family, 3, what's important to them, 4, fucking looking after their mental health and all the rest of it. And he so buys into it. I'm sorry, I should say buys into it. That's just him. Yeah. That's the culture that he's building. And it's the boys that have brought into it, but so much so that they just, it's like he's the I can't think of the right term. He's the grand final whisperer. He's gonna get us there, kind of thing. Like, this is what you need to do.
Water into wine, hey, literally. You see that with our players. I'm just like, man, it's pretty hard to believe. I mean, I'm just thinking, where's the weakness in our team? If you look from 1 to 17, who's the weakest link? Really?
Injury is our weakness.
You don't really see it. When even, I don't even, to be honest, this game on Saturday, even though we scored tries in the 2 tries in the first, whatever it was, 20 minutes, I actually said to my boy, I was like, I still think we look clunky. Obviously because of the injuries and the suspension to Chansey. I was like, I reckon our attack looks clunky, but fuck, man, we scored 45 points.
Yeah.
And we weren't even, we were bad at some point. We weren't.
That's the exciting thing. We've still got a lot of room for improvement. Yeah. We haven't hit our ceiling yet.
No, not at all. Yeah. And we didn't. Is anyone else quickly, I'm just going to, but is anyone else concerned that we leaked in 3 consecutive tries in a short space of time?
Yep. Hence why I'm like, no fucking way Pompey play wing again. Very concerned. Very concerned.
And to be fair, I think it was when Aaron, Fish, and I think Barney were off. And they so we were down, it was our young fellas that were kind of doing up. But again, Pompey's edge. And that in itself speaks to the, Cody Walker's a class player, man. And if he's seeing those gaps in fatigue in players, and he's gonna sniff it out like a bloodhound. Yeah. And he's gonna go after it, kind of thing.
We had these conversations about Dylan, over the past couple of years, obviously not this year. He's gone away in his preseason. We've even said it, and he's really worked on that. You see, and now you watch him and Ali together, they just click so well. They just work together fantastically. And one thing I noticed is that there was a play there where it might have been a couple where Dal jammed right in. Now, I haven't seen that from him this year. And there's only one reason why he'd be jamming in, right? And that's because he's trying to make up space, or he's following his centre. And but yeah,
Yeah, we did miss Ali out there for sure.
Oh, absolutely, we did. Absolutely.
Yeah. So Hanson's first game back in first grade for how long? So it was a reshuffled backline. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Wells is a thing. Pompey wasn't great, but those leaks weren't all on him. Henson sat on lead runners too long. and was a bit too slow with his check and release. Yeah, fair enough. Good call, Wills. Yeah, I don't think you can't just throw all the shade on one player, right? Because there's something happening inside of them to cause them to come in so far.
Yep.
But hey, man, it's something that they'll learn a lot from. And I'm assuming there would have been some words said. Absolutely. I think they would have reviewed that today, and maybe words were said that we need to tidy up in these areas. I don't know how they're going to do that in such a short space of time, because obviously we play on Sundays. So, I mean, Webby said that Ali will be back this week.
Yep.
So that's a bonus. But yeah, whoever play, I think Pompey will get the call up because you know, he has been a staple for the team though, right? I mean, I think over the last couple of seasons, he's the only player to play every game. So we've got to take that into consideration, and we know how good he can be. I mean, he's not a bad player. We know how good he is, or he can be, but he just he didn't.
I like Damien's call about just maybe a drop in confidence.
Right.
I mean, who knows where his headspace is at, but yeah.
While it was concerning that we leaked those points in quick succession, it was also really positive that we were able to turn it around. We were able to stop the bleeding, and then we bounced back.
Yeah.
You know, Warriors teams in the past, that bleed would have just kept on happening, and we would have lost the game.
Yeah. Oh, Webby's definitely got us in the like the mental headspace. So, like the boys flush it, it's like fuck it, flush it, and it's gone.
Learn from it, move on.
In the space of like seconds, kind of thing. You know, and again, our scrambling D is just like it's pretty up there, bro. Like the Bunnies made more line breaks than what we did. Saturday night, you know, it's just like wow, but they just couldn't finish.
And just CHT, man, like just his awareness to, you know, and he's done it a few times, man. He's always chased his own kicks. It's not like he does it all the time. You know, I mean, there's been times where he's kicked and he's scored off his own kicks, you know. So for him to go up, follow his ball, you know, looking up and then to just, get it offload to Laban, that was a beautiful try. But that pass by Demi to Eddie for was it the second try or third, fourth, whatever one it was?
The 360 pass from Eddie. That was insane.
That pass from Demi. You know, when you're watching a game, right, and you don't even see the ball get past. Like I've watched so many games, I'm like, where the fuck? How did he get the ball? It was kind of like that because I was like, hey, like split second, and this guy's just running through that hole. Like I was just like, that was sexy, man. That pass, I was like, that is so good, so good.
Yeah,
and
it feeds into the whole like Webby. When you've got bench players and our starting lineup, especially in the forwards, they can play that type of deception. It's just like even so when Wade set up Big Fish, did you see what Big Fish said when he scored? Because I don't know who posted it, but someone on one of the Warriors pages said they're pretty sure Fish got up and said "fuck your mum" to whoever. You know, if you go back and watch it, that looks like what he's saying. But Wade, so when Wade set up Big Fish and then he set up Barney, like when's the last time Wade put a grab through? It was just like, oh my god. But the deception and the level of deception from our guys is just like, bro, we are in good stead.
That was a practice. That isn't something that I don't think that was just a off the cuff spur of the moment, you know, like thing. I reckon that was practice because you seen him. He there at you know, and he saw Barney, and instead of you just think he'd hit him with a short ball, right? Oh no, I'm just going to put a grubber in. I was just like.
Did you see Barney's reaction after? Because Chanel was the first one to get on. Chanel jumps, and I think it's all the young fellas to do with their jumping around and shit. But Barney was kind of like, "Yeah, okay, bro, get off me," kind of thing, you know. He just cracked me up. It was just like, you can get away with the other guys, probably not so much like Barney and maybe Fish.
Yeah,
it just cracked me up.
But you think about the ball playing all our forward. I mean, Demi going up, you know. you don't see a man of his size. I mean, come on, jumping up and contesting the ball, getting it, flick past to Laban hoofs it over, and I'm just like, what is going on?
So skillful.
All these forwards playing, ball playing like halfbacks and hookers. I'm like, even I'm left there sitting, I'm like, we got mean halfbacks, but fuck, we got everyone else setting up tries too.
Yeah, so like again on analysis, and especially when we're doing our reviews, when you see what our forwards are doing, like there aren't many forward packs that actually carry that kind of ammo. There's fuck all actually. The fact that our boys can mix it up, and I just love the way Demi's done it, Aaron's done it, Fish probably not so much, but it's just those feeder passes and it's just like, there's not many forward packs that can do what we're doing at the moment. And I saw an Aussie commentary about one, they think the Warriors are going to win it, but two, that's because we're playing boring footy. And I was just like, are you for real, bro? But the comparisons, I guess, are like with the Panthers, when the Panthers were always winning. You could say it just got boring watching them win all the time.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. That stick to their routines or whatever. But it's like, are we on the edge or something like that? Where not that we're predictable, but we're winning because we just stick to our systems.
I think we're not predictable and far out. And I think you would probably agree with me. I've been watching the Warriors for 30 years. And one thing I see this year, I remember 2023, right? We were over it, like putting up the bombs, just, getting through our sets, putting up a bomb, putting it in the corner. And, even then we were like, I think they're finding us out here, the opposition.
Sure.
What I thought, when I watch our team, I'm like, mate, we are far from boring. Like, we've got everything. We've got X factor. We've got experience. We've got, we can score from anywhere on the field. If you look at the Rabbitohs, they only scored where? On their edges, on their outside backs. So that was Jack Wyden, Tallis Duncan, and AJ. So it was just their outside backs that scored. You look at our team, both our props went over. Both our outside backs. But I mean, yeah, man. And I don't see other packs as well that can. Yeah, I mean, Fish scored our first try. I think Barney scored our third try. Chasing a kick, a grubber. I'm like, yeah. I mean, there's just the compliments are endless because this new wave of what our team's doing is pretty elite.
It's a long time coming. Just at HR, is Teaming back this week? Is Tamati back this week?
He's predicted to be back round 26 according to the NRL casualty ward, but we'll just wait and see what happens with that, eh?
Well, I think it was the Warrior Holiday, if, we won that game, maybe they might give Tamati another week to another week just to, be extra cautious maybe.
Yep. I mean, you want him back 100%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, heck
no, and it is a hammy, right? We know how bloody sensitive those things are.
Yep, that is a hammy.
So, but I mean, it's like, I think there was a thing on Facebook, like, who should play where, and I was just like, bro, like, it doesn't even matter. We could put fucking Aaron Clark at centre and we'd still probably win games.
Right. Yeah, preferably not.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the caliber that we're playing, and it's crazy because 2-3 years ago, or even prior to 2023, oh no, actually, even 23-24 seasons, like the Warriors would struggle in the 10 meter, the 20 meters, 10 meters out from the try line, so much so that our fifth and final options were rubbish. They were shit house. And when you think they've managed to turn it right round to be this, we are now the sharp end of the spear, especially in the 10 meter zone. It's just like, what? I mean, it's the deception, it's the decision making, it's the whole, we can attack with bombs and pretty much land it on the exactly where they want it to be kind of thing. We didn't have that 3-4 years ago. We were
didn't have front row.
So again, what Webby's done to turn around is just like, and for the boys to buy into it, it's like, yep, this is what's going to, one, get us to a grand final, but two, to win.
That's just intent, though, and that's just hunger. That is hungry, that's intent, that's like that never say die attitude. Like, fuck, I'm going to fight for every crumb, for every, for every ball, every kick, like, and that's what's different about this team is that the kick chase, for instance, like just, and I hope that, I mean, there's only 2 rounds left. Fuck, this season's gone fast, I suppose.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah. But I remember, years ago, I'd be like, oh, come, even if we were at the bottom of the ladder, I'd be like, please just win this game, win this game. And now I realise it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're bottom of the table, top of the table, I'm still anxious as hell for every game. But, man, I suppose just appreciate where we are, really. Like, fuck, I just, I just appreciate what the boys are doing out there, what Webby's done, the whole club, like just how successful we are. To everyone from top, all the way through down to the bottom, down to the water boys even.
Oh, heck yeah. So where the boys are at, and I guess just want to start rolling into the next game. And I think I said it earlier as well in the episode. These next 2 rounds, I think for me it's kind of like the boys are just going to cement that spot. We're first now, and they'll want to stay there. Tigers done us a massive favour beating the Roosters, but it's on our boys to just own it. We can only finish first or second if we keep staying on the trajectory we're on. We want our first or second, preferably first. And then bring on the playoffs, bring on September footy. I
just want to Jose's comment here. Didn't like Healy's ball service in this game. Hopefully he gets more slick come finals. I think there was a couple of plays there, Jose, that I was just like, I think he's still got to be aware of when to run and when to pass, because I think he gets caught out a couple of times when he runs with the ball. But I didn't really notice, to be honest. But that's the only thing I've got to say about that is there was a couple of runs he took, and I think we were in the red zone. Like, I think we were only in our 20 metre, and I think he should have just tried to throw the ball around a bit rather than take a run. It's
just Jose's comment. Did we give thanks to Uncle Benji? Oh, absolutely, my brother. Absolutely. Sorry, Damien, were you gonna chuck something out?
Yeah, I was just about to say how great is it that our destiny is in our hands. We don't have to rely on other teams right now. We are in the driver's seat. Where we finish is on our terms.
Yeah,
absolutely, bro.
Because how many years did we do Warriors maths, guys? Years we did, and this year it's just like, bro, like, fuck. I mean, obviously it can change at any minute. There's 3 teams now, us, Penrith Roosters, all sitting on 38.
Yes.
So one loss could really determine the outcome. That could be first or fourth. Dolphins are sitting on 36. So we're not going to fall out of the 4 anyway. I don't think it's possible. No. But I mean, if we want to have these home semis, then I do have a question though. So if we finished in first or second, does that mean we still get the semi and the prelim at home? First or second? Or
first is a definite.
Oh, okay.
Second, because I think first play 4th and second play 3rd. So it's just easier. You finish top of the table, you've got those two semis.
And if you win that first round, if you're first or second, then you get the next week off, and next game after that is at home as well.
Wow.
So, yeah, first and second, very similar, but you want the bragging rights. You want the minor premiership, so you want to finish first if you possibly can.
It's been a long time since we won.
2002, bro.
Has anyone said it yet?
Yeah, bro.
Has anyone said the words?
The words.
This is our. Has anyone said it out loud to
I'm sure a lot of fans have. I'm sure a lot of fans were saying that before the season even kicked off.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to say, just answered HR's question. Our thoughts on resting players from any game leading into finals. I'm not a fan of it, and I know other clubs and teams have done it. You want to go on battle ready, battle hardened, bro. That's my thoughts. Rolling into playoffs. Again, it's a roll of the dice because if we get injuries, but that's a risk every team takes.
So, Jacko, got to win first semi to get prelim. Okay, and just to Jacko, Dogs are a good chance of knocking over Panthers. Yeah, I was hoping so, but apparently a lot of them are out with COVID. Then again, I remember when they done this to us, I think we were playing Newcastle, might have been 23 or something. They said that their whole team was sick. But then they all ended up playing, so it could just be a, Serrato being shady. But that'd be awesome if the Bulldogs got that win over Penrith. That'd be mean.
Oh, hell.
Just going back to resting players, just remember in 23 when we played the Dolphins, I think it was the last game of the season, and we decided to rest a whole shit ton of players. So, yeah, potentially it could happen again. I don't want it to, but it wouldn't be the first time.
Well, I heard the commentators talking about it. I think it might have been, is it Brandy? Was it her? It was someone anyway, and they were like, they can't see, especially any of the top three teams, resting any players because it's so, like resting players now because the ladder is the way it is.
Yeah.
He can't see coaches resting any players because it's just too tight, man.
There's still a lot on the line, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Heck yeah. But imagine being one of three teams that are just scrapping for first, and we're one of them. We're top of the table. It's just like, bro, when was the last time the Warriors were in that type of position? It's just like, bro, that is such a good feeling.
Is it that, obviously the commentators, you heard them screaming, oh, Webster's told him to go for the field goal, and then obviously you heard it on the radio, and he's like, nah. He was like, I asked Luke after the game, bro, did you know that we needed 1 point to go into first? And he was like, I had no idea. So
I was wondering if Hansen was counting it off because it was just like, that was such a slick move to do that. And it was just like, man, this young fella.
I think it was the plan because we also said in the interview, he was like, well, Chanel, they'd obviously discussed it because he was like, well, Chanel was meant to take it. So obviously it was a part of the game plan. But yeah, he said Chanel was meant to take it, but I don't know what happened there. Probably just thought, well, Luke's right there, here, brother. Get you some points and a bit of starlight.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, look, if we won a grand final, I'm not even joking, I would cry. I will break down in tears.
Oh, heck
That's how special it would be.
Yeah. I think, if we make it to the big dance and take it out, I'll be taking the next 3 days.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I mean, you look at the stats, right? And I think you shared it on our group chat deal. Group chat deal was 25% of all grand final tickets sold are all New Zealanders. They're all,
Warriors fans.
I mean, that's awesome because if we do get there, you imagine, man, like when the boys run out, if we get there, it's gonna be wicked. Like
even that 2011 grand final when they busted out a big haka in the corner, and it was just like, bro, that's cool, bro. But the fans were building nicely, but for the boys to be, and now the boys have got their own haka. It's just like, anyway, not to get ahead of ourselves, but for me, like this Sunday and definitely the week after, these are going to be real statement games. This is the Warriors putting the other 2, 3 teams, 4 teams, whatever, on notice, on high alert. It's like, we're going to be there first weekend of October. and that's just the trajectory that we're on, the way the boys are going.
Yeah. I think the most change you see is in our attitude, eh? Like, I think last week we mentioned about how we're in the scrum. Was that the Panthers game? When Barney and Lindsay Smith were having that bit of,
push and shove.
We've never really been that kind of team where we do that, and our forwards are really making a alpha statement, sort of. Probably not on purpose, but I mean, I think our team's made enough of a statement. And where is it? Where is it? Oh shit! I think it was you, Jose, about I like what Levon said in his match review, that field goal and us being top of the table sends mental notes to other teams. Roosters, you better beat Tigers, Panthers. So I reckon other teams in the top 4, they know we're a danger. I mean, obviously Webby says, we never look at the other team. It's just all about us. We only concentrate what we can do. But I'd like to think that other teams look at us and think, God damn, that's a dangerous squad right there.
Heck yeah. All these comments about taking the week off, boys make the final and win. And I've got mates that are already messaging saying, bro, we're getting the GF, you coming? It's just like, bro, I don't earn enough money to fucking to get over there, let alone go to a GF. But if the boys do win, Auckland International Airport's definitely the place to be Monday morning, Monday lunchtime, whatever. The whole bloody country's going to be there. Welcome the boys home.
It'll be like, you know what it'll be like? It'll be like when we have the Pacific Cup, right? And we have the Tonga and Samoan fans. It'll be like that, but Warriors fans.
Yeah, everyone driving along with Warriors fans on their car, flags, and so.
Oh, heck yeah.
Be cool.
It will be an international, it'll be nationwide, man. It doesn't matter where you live, people will be rocking. And so, and I mean, if we get there, I'm pretty confident. Confident I'm confident that we'll be playing in the grand final.
Well, I reckon if we're one of the 2 teams there, we're the team to beat. That's where my headspace is at. Just because we're good enough to get there. Whether other teams are good enough to beat us at a grand final, I don't know. I think our boys are just playing that kind of footy. That's why, for me, these last 2 rounds are going to be real statement games. The boys are just going to stick it. We're going to stick it to the Knights. We're going to stick it to the Sea Eagles. Barring injury, because injury is going to be the biggest factor. If key players, but again, that feeds into the next man up. So, obviously, we don't want to lose our key players, but if we do, Webby's already got the next guy ready to roll out, kind of thing, and they know exactly what they need to do to keep the continuity going. Because
we often, obviously, what's his name, the New South Wales coach, David? Is it Tangatoa? Sorry,
Tangatoa.
Match cut. But you see, it's just this thing that they're building together. Cup, Jersey Flag, wherever you play, everyone's just on the same. Everyone knows exactly. It's just clarity around, where you are. But I definitely think that this next man up mentality has become a part of our identity and culture.
Yep.
Yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
And it's
so just Zach's question. As fans, would you rather a demolition grand final game or a tight golden point grand final? Obviously, the outcome being Warriors winning. Oh man, I'd love to see us just smoke.
Yeah. I'd go for a blowout, eh? Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
man.
Same. Yeah. Make a statement, bro.
Yep.
Just get in there and rip them apart. Yeah.
Because I was watching Shawnee was on, is it Matty Johns? On his podcast. And he was saying after the Brisbane, the loss to Brisbane in the prelims in 2023 he just said that was really hard to get through. He was just like, that was pretty big. But if you haven't watched it, go and watch it. Someone shared it. I think it might have been Jazz or Jose shared it in another group chat. But bro, can you put it in there? What podcast it's called? Because it's such a good listen. Anyway, I just think, but just Shawnee talking about everything, talking about Warriors, and he's just really cool at talking. So go and watch it if you find it on YouTube.
Just Jazz's comment. Yeah, that 2011 GF loss was very. We did it just a bit too. It was very hard to get over. I was there, shattered for days. There was such a hype, especially after our junior boys played in their grand finals as well. Thanks for that, Jacko.
Yeah, all 3 games that day were Warriors teams.
Yes, there's backstage with Matty Johns. Oh, cool, Mel. Yeah, it was a good yarn. I actually really, really enjoyed it. And it goes for about an hour, I think. So if you've got some spare time, go and have a gaze. It was me.
Right, let's roll into this weekend's game. Oh, just in regards to predictions, so last weekend, boys won 45-28.
26.
The closest, 26, sorry, 45-26. The closest to that score was 5-star. 5-star predicted 44-16. And interestingly enough, no one said, Sonia, my brother's wife, Sonia said 22. She was the only one that put the Bunnies in the 20s. Everyone else was just under or really low. So, 5-star. Well done, my bro. 44-16. You were the closest.
Good mean, brother.
Yeah. But roll on the Knights this Sunday. Go Media. Second to last game at home.
About time we had a home game. It seems like forever, and it was only a couple of weeks ago. Indigenous round. And
it's a 4:00 kickoff.
Yep.
It's like
Sunday.
Sunday, Arvo.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon. So to the crew, the comments crew, if you fellas want to start putting your predictions up, I'll start writing them down. So firstly, what's the weather forecast?
It's supposed to be fine, according to NRL.com.
Okay.
But nice. Probably too far away to be accurate with that.
Yes, Jose Francis Manulelua. He's
on fire.
Yeah. He kind of reminds me of a Demi, the way he runs. Like he's really strong, real powerful runner of the ball. But has Dom Young's and Tyson Frizzell's suspensions been confirmed?
I don't think they're playing,
No, I think they got Dom Young, got done for a hip drop, and Tyson Frizzell, I think it might have been a high contact, but I haven't seen confirmation of it.
I think someone had said it earlier.
Oh, yeah, okay, me.
Might have been Jazz or Checo.
But they've still got strike all across the park, man. You got your speedsters, Fletcher Sharp, Fletcher Hunt, KP, who's, man, he's like that hybrid, of a fullback and a halfback. And he plays that role perfectly. He plays it really well. And I'm wondering with Dom Young, I wonder if, obviously we're going to have to see the team list, but if Dane Gagai if he's still out, maybe. Yeah, but still, strike across the park. So we're going to have to shut them down. I do think our forward pack's better, like isn't our front row, Clark, Fish. Like I don't think they have that experience up front like we do. However, I do think even McEwen can be quite dangerous. So, yeah.
Yeah, Dane Gagai still to be confirmed how bad that hamstring injury is. Same with Brodie Jones. But yeah, we are looking at 1 to 2 games for Dom Young and Tyson Frizzell, just depending on how that judiciary goes.
Okay, we should dominate Knights pack leading to a win, but Knights can attack from anywhere. I think, long range tries.
Yeah, they've got some danger in that team, no doubt.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm there Sunday. Oh, awesome. Slip of the tongue. That's awesome. Go
Nice.
hard, man.
Nice, bro. Check
You'll
out.
probably lose your voice. Oh, and Greg, I know Greg's going. If he's still in the comment section, yeah. I think he's going for his birthday. So happy birthday, Greg, and have the best time.
Mouse 32, 20, sure. Nice, some good, nice scores going up there. Zach, you're always consistent, my bro. I'll give you that.
All the eights.
That'd be great to watch, right?
Yeah.
Beat the clock.
Yeah, true that.
It's really hard to call games at this. Like I'm sure 23 times this year I've said, oh, this is a must-win game. I'm sure I've said it like every game. This is a must-win. It's a banana skin game. All that jargon. But I think it could be quite a close one. I think there'll be a few tries scored. I'm going to go for like a obviously Dell's not there, so
Andy.
I don't know. I'm feeling like a 28-24.
Oh, yeah, that's close.
28-22 Warriors.
28-22.
Yes, good point, Jacko Crossland. Yeah, he's been banging those 40-20s, man.
Yep, he'll be wanting to play well in front of his Kiwi crowd.
I bet you KP's thinking, fuck, not this again when we went there in 2023. And
Didn't end well.
Yeah, nah. And, there's one point in that game where KP said to the ref, I can't hear,
It was that loud.
The crowd's too loud. So bring the Eno fans. If you're going to the game, bring the Eno, man, and make heaps of noise. So just be quiet when it's our boys so they can,
Hell yeah.
I'll go with my prediction, bro. I'm going to go with the Warriors winning 42-16.
Nice. It'd be nice to win by a big margin just to keep it safe.
Keep that flow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
1 point. It was a crack up because when I was watching that, I was like, fuck. I was like, we need 1 point. And this is like a minute, 2 minutes to go. I'm like, we're going to be, I don't know if it's ever been done on the table where two teams have got exactly the same points differential.
Yeah.
And the same points. So I was like, man, we need 1 point. And when he went for that, I was just like, it was mean.
I thought the boys were going for the try. I was just like, wow, okay, the boys are hungry. And then they set up for the kick, and I was just like, nice.
I think it's in the last minute. Obviously, Adlika gets the ball, right? And he gets tackled, and he starts getting up real slowly. And I'm like, bro, we need one. All we need is like 1 point or one try, and we can go to first. But cracks me up how Webby says, I don't look at the table and I don't look at the points. I'm like, are you sure? Like, surely you got some boys that must just have a quick gaze on NRL.com and be like, oh yeah.
Who's that, Uncle?
Yeah, because he reckons he doesn't really look at the points or the table.
He might not, but I'm sure one of the cronies will.
Yeah.
I'm sure old CG probably sitting up there like, what? Yeah. Hey.
Just Mel's question too. Who will replace DWZ? You think? Well, we did have a yak about it earlier. Bit of a Korero there, Mel's. A few names were chucked out there. And I can't remember them.
Yep, I'm going to go for one of the Cup boys.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I think I was gonna. Well, what did I fucking say?
Levi.
Who's our centers? So if Ali's back, I reckon it'll be Adam, bro. Adam will be on the wing.
Yeah.
If Ali's back.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
I don't watch Cup, but I know he's scored. I know he's like I just follow the Warriorholic because he puts up all the on Insta play-by-play. I know he's scored a fair few tries since he's been in Cup with us here. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking connection-wise, you know, Ali and yeah. But then in saying that also, I think Adam's also more so a left side centre, left side dominant. He's so maybe we could see Ali there back hopefully, and then interesting. Because what side does Luke play on? Is he a left or right winger? Does anyone know?
Oh, no idea.
No, neither. I think he might be I don't know. But yeah, we'll soon see.
I'm going to go. So my score, my prediction for this Sunday, I'm going to go 40-18.
Woo!
We're going to lock them out.
Those big days, man.
And they'll get one try in the first half and one in the second. That's about it. So, yeah.
Left. Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't help then if he's a left side winger. I think we'll go with somebody else than Pompey. Yeah, but don't you want a right side player? Oh, hang on, guys.
So still waiting for AR Dub, Wills, Levi, but the predictions I've got at the moment, Damien, so 42-16, Tans 28-22. I've gone 40-18, Jazz 40-16, Jacko 38-14, Jose 42-12, 5-star 36-20, Mel's 32-20, Ricky 46-12, Zach 88-18. I fucking love your scores, my bro. And Andy has gone 44-12. So for Levi, Wells, Ty and Nick will they'll chuck them in later. But yeah, if there's any more scores predictions to chuck in there, yeah, chuck them in and I'll check the live on YouTube. Once you watch it back later, eh? But I'm just thinking, should we wait for Towns to get back? And someone else had mentioned earlier about Joey Manu going to the Chiefs.
Yep.
Man, that whole Chiefs thing, the tax-free, has really kicked off, and it's like a lot of people aren't happy. Oh, there's Levi. Sure.
Yeah, it's looking like the fucking new version of the Roosters, right? No salary cap, just fucking pay whatever you want. And as Ty said in our chat, it doesn't necessarily mean that the chemistry will be there. I'm certainly hoping it won't. Yeah, because I fucking hate the Roosters. I don't want to see another team that's just stacked full of superstars while everyone else is, on an uneven playing field. So, fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think it's shit. I'm just like, I'm just like, bro, that's like, they don't even have to sign, like how we signed fringe players or you sign a cup player from somewhere else. They don't even have to do that. They can sign anyone they want to, Cleary, fucking whoever. I'm just glad that they can't come fishing over here because most of our boys have New Zealand passports, New Zealand citizens, sorry. So they can't come over here fishing and being like, Demi, Leka, Label, whoever. No, well, see you later, because our boys don't get that privilege.
Sorry, I just got Big School. Oh, and there's a question for you, Damien. Damien, thoughts on Big Papa from Jose?
It's a shame we didn't get the win for Papa. He will go down as one of the Canberra Raiders greats. There was a time where he almost became a Parramatta Eel, and I'm really glad that didn't happen. Yeah, we're going to miss him. And saying that, I do feel like he went one season too long. I feel like he should have retired last season. And if he had it done, then the Raiders would have retained Trey Mooney and he wouldn't have gone to the Knights. So a little bit gutted that he didn't retire last season, but really glad for the career that he has had.
Yeah.
I get emotional when I see, even the Tui Kamakamika one, if anyone saw that video where he announced his retirement. Man,
and that's like immediate, eh? It's not to the end of the season. It's like now. So,
yeah, like I think it's really sad. Even Adam Reynolds today, he's announced that he's played his last game. So I'm assuming, but when they retire for medical reasons, I think it's so sad because they don't get to leave on their own terms.
That's right. It's a tragedy.
I shed a tear when I saw Towie's one. I was like, oh man, that's wretched. Even though he played for a team that I can't stand, but yeah, as a player, even with Papa, I'm like, bro, that's sad, man. Like just what he's achieved in the front row, if you please. Origins, Samoa, far out. 300 and what? 40?
340 first grade games. So I'm not too sure on the tally, but yeah, it's been an insane amount.
Oh heck yeah! Did he play for the Kangaroos, bro?
Yep, he's played for the Kangaroos. Played for Origin Queensland many times. Also repped Samoa. So yeah, he's going to be missed big time. Speaking of the Raiders losing, we're actually going to be losing a lot of front rowers. It's a little bit concerning, and I'm not sure what they're kind of recruiting. Obviously, they feel like they got a lot of depth as far as the up and comers, but yeah, like Corey Horsburgh, he's going to the Bears. Papa's retiring, so yeah, no, a little bit concerning.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a lock though? Like, because he plays 13 quite a bit. I'm like, is he? Do you think he's a 13? Like, I'm like...
He's one of those players that can play both.
He's not a ball-playing 13, though, is he? Like an Aaron Clark or an Isaiah.
No. That's funny, eh? Number 13 these days, it can mean a lot of different things. You know, back in the day, it was very certain kind of player that would play 13, but these days, it really depends on the club. You know, you can have like a Jason Tomalolo kind of character playing 13 for quite a few years. Otherwise, you could have someone like Simon Mannering that would never be front rower, but it's interesting. It's really interesting.
No, good point.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro. I wonder who they're going to recruit.
As Jacko's just said, I hope Big Red's got really good SPF sunscreen. He's going to get sunburnt as in Perth.
Hell yeah. Sorry, bro. I just want to go back to Zach's question. Who's the next hard yards guest, Phil? You can be you, Zach, if you can. But I've reached out to a few fellas and just waiting to hear back, really. So, like if you're keen, fellas, I haven't quite figured out how to do the Instagram thing. What was it? Instagram? Nick was saying it's on the... Because I don't want peeps, the comments crew, to put your details on the live, because that's just shit house. Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. Keen is to get people on, just trying to make sure that it's nice and private, so the whole messaging side of it. But I think you can do it on the Facebook, Warriors Fan TV Facebook page. And I think
Don't we have an email?
What's that?
Don't we have an email?
Oh, I don't even know.
We're so bad. We've been doing this for years and we don't even... I don't
think we've got an email. Maybe we need to get an email.
Make it easier. But yeah, just Zach, Jacko, Jazz, you follows, all of yous in the comments crew, whatever.
Yep.
Warriors Universe. If you fellas are keen, I'm keen to line it up, because I haven't done one for a wee while, been a bit slack on that front, so ka aroha e te whānau. But that's pretty much full time. That's us for tonight. Just so, thanks as always to the comments crew. And I did watch Levon's. So he went live straight after the Warriors game, and his live, saw a lot of the names in the comments crew and the crews that have jumped on, and it's just like, you fellas are legends,
We're all connected in this Warriors.
Heck yeah.
Community, man. Like we all come out and tautoko one another, whether it's
but no, much love to the comments crew, to everyone kind of tuning in on a Monday night, listening to the three of us Warriors fans just talking shit about our team, but it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be able to to do this stuff. Absolutely. So Sunday afternoon, 4:00. I hope you fellas have a good rest of the week, whatever you're up to.
Mate,
bring on the Knights. Man, I hope we fucking destroy them.
100%.
Or just Levi's comment just before we gap it. A minor premiership incoming. I don't care if I jinx it. It's ours. It's ours, funny. Yeah.
Nicely,
I
boy.
agree with you, bro. I kind of agree with you. Always fun, guys. Well, yeah, Jacko, absolutely. But thanks, Heath, fellas. Like always, up the fucking Waahs. Go the fuck.
Yeah, the fucking Maroons.
Warriors all day. Thanks everyone in the chat. See you again next week. Have a